Hello and welcome. I am Raziel, and today I really want to talk about Tyranids. I really do, because they are one of the most fascinating factions in 40k. Even though their entire goal and their evolution onto in the story is pretty much stagnant at this point. They just want to eat everything. That's their goal. Orcs want to fight everything, but there's been more depth within the orc culture. We've seen more of the way they think and stuff like that. But with Tyranids, yeah, we've heard how they think, and it's pretty much, I'm hungry, I'm eating. So, anyway, the Tyranids show the idiotic behaviours and goal, and just the hierarchy of the adminstratum so well. Now, what got me thinking about this video, I've got to start this, because this does kind of put things in context. I just finished the Mass Effect trilogy, and the first two are the best, first, nah. And so, but the first two kind of mirror Cryptman's story. You got this guy, he's basically a soldier stroke detective, goes out to the far reaches of space, discovers an alien race that wants to eat everything, tells his higher-ups they don't believe him, then he goes out on his own to fight them. They try and do everything they can to stop him spreading this terrible fear of the Tyranids, or stroke Reapers, and in the end they both destroy a system, and there you go. So, back to the Tyranids. Now, there is so many ways they show the buffoonery of the adminstratum. It's fascinatingly funny. Anyway, first things first. When the orcs have figured something out and you can't quite click on, yeah, you know you're playing low IQ tennis there. Orcs having that smarts and you're like, duh. Yeah, there is something you're doing very, very wrong. And that's the gene stealers. Now, orcs know when another orc has been, let's say, impregnated by a gene stealer. Sorry, orcs know when another orc has been impregnated by a gene stealer. And they call them the bug eyes. And they're not even that psychic. They're not really a psychic race. They have the weird boys, but nothing really to really indicate that someone is a gene stealer apart from they got the bug eyes and they will just out and out slaughter anyone that way. For a gene stealer to invest orcs, it has to be a mass infection very quickly. Really, really quickly. And given the way orcs reproduce as well, you have no idea how quick this has to be. But orcs will literally burn the body and everything around it to make sure the gene stealer is gone. The gene stealer's DNA is gone. Humans, on the other hand, it still takes almost 80 years to realise, oh shit, that was a gene stealer. Like, 4 generations it takes from a human to a gene stealer purebred. 4 generations. And now, let's say that's 18 years old, right? 19. That is 76 years before gene stealer come. And like, no one goes, yeah, your baby looks kind of funny, let's throw it in the fire. Right? Or, you look a little bit weird, what's all with the veins and, the pasty on your head? Yeah, like, that passes. And mutations are common in the human race within 40k. But mutations differ wildly from person to person. Completely. There are very few mutations which maintain, an actual consistency, such as the astropath's third eye. So, they see this mutation. He's got, really bony head. Oh, why has he got claws on his hands? And mutants aren't even welcome in the human society, but they're thrown out. I mean, this does help the gene stealers because, mutants get thrown out. But also, most of the time, when a mutant baby is born within the adminstratum, within the Imperium, they are killed straight away. Like, they do not even get the chance to live. The only time a human baby mutant tends to grow up is either the parents legged it out of there, or, they got a mutation when they were a child and they were playing with something they shouldn't. Like the usual radioactive waste that just lies the underhive. So there's that bit. The next bit, this is the best bit. Again, the orcs kind of know how to deal with Tyranids better than the humans. Even Chaos knows how to deal with the Tyranids. And they do it the same way as the Imperium, but for different reasons, mainly because lols. But, throwing all the slaves out. What's the usual defense against Tyranids? Humans. There's a few occasions. I mean, we've got Tyrannic War, we've got the Bow War. That's basically it for Tyranid invasions involving space marines. I know there's more, such as the Lamenters, but they all pretty much ended up in the stomach of one anyway. So we're not going to really count that as a win. But usually, it's the Imperial God. And not even tanks. Foot soldiers. Orcs even know to send the dreads after them. You know, send the dreads, send the tracks, and the boys with the bikes. You know, things that are not so edible to fight the Tyranids. But the Imperium, let's just throw men at it. Let's hope they don't. We just overstuff them and that they're too sluggish to move at this point. And again, this just shows the idiocy because men are expensive. Like, we have to pay and train each one. Okay, train is a very strong word when talking about the Imperium, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so you have that. So it does get better. I do. And then you have the fleets. Again, it's very right. Cridman had the right idea. Dante knew this. This is right. The reason Dante and Bao got attacked, and it was Dante that was the target, which is really cool to see. That they've kind of put this more depth within the Tyranids more than Nom. Now it's Nom, but I hate the Golden Boy. And because he destroyed a planet, the Tyranids were going to eat, basically. So instead, and they did, they literally diverted from a lush planet which full of biomass, to Bao, which is about as nutritional to a Tyranid as a coaster is to you. And Cridman knew this. Cridman knew this to destroy a ring of planets to slow it down, and it worked. But what did they do to this person who slowed down this massive threat? They put him in prison. And it worked with Dante. And it does work to destroy. And that's the thing. Like, Exterminatus isn't that common. It really isn't. It's a big thing. It's not that common. But if you know Tyranids are going to attack a planet, what do the Imperium do rather than destroy the planet? Send more food there. It's like, you've got this hungry, ravenous horde, and their first idea is to feed it? And that's just like, it is so bogglingly moronic for that. It's like, hey, they really like humans, so what should we do? Let's throw more humans at them. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that one. I think there's like this guy going, let's blow up the planet and just evacuate everyone to another planet. We got billions of planets. We can still produce loads more. Like, we need to slow this down. But they're like, no, let's speed it up. I like the fight. They're like acting like orcs. We want to really get these guys going when we really fight them. And this is the weirdest thing. Like, the most secure planet in the entire Imperium, which has the lowest mutancy in any planet. But the mutant rate is so low, but they're so tetchy about it that they are the ones that throw babies into fires. Right? Terror managed to get a gene stealer infestation. How? There is, of course, there is underhides and stuff like that. There is going to be illegally, gene stealers do sneak up on board ships. And there's the other one. Orcs know when someone's a gene stealer, like I said. They also know when a gene stealer's aboard one of their ships. They literally have these things that are just scanning them all the time. Like, orcs are very fussy about because no one else can control it. Believe it or not, orcs are very protective of their stuff. This is mine sort of stuff. Whereas they have no form of scanner which can, scan the whole ship for strange DNA. There's going to be slight tracks. No matter how quiet something is, there's always going to be slight tracks. But the fact is, we know that space marines can hear a pinprick, and their sensors can hear a pinprick. A pin drop, I should say. But nothing on ships, especially on cargo holds, where they know the gene stealer will be hiding. They don't do anything to secure it against gene stealers. And it's really, like I said, it's really funny. It's just, they show the absolute idiocy of the adminstratum again and again and again. And what did the adminstratum do? Nothing. They throw food at them. Yeah. They got a load of hungry sharks. Should we swim to shore? No, let's dive in and play with them. They don't look that hungry. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Like I said, I think this is funny. No one talks about it, and I think it's hilarious. The absolute buffoonery of you can say it's satire on how politicians work, but yeah, it's just funny to me. It's hilarious. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I want to do more positive stuff. I like talking about law and changes in law and stuff like that. Well, things I like to see, and growth and depth and all that stuff. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I see you all again in the next one, and thank you. Link to Whaling Games down below as always, and I'll see and Forbidden Planet and my merchandise as always. And and Skyforge. Don't forget Skyforge. He's a good friend of mine. I don't get paid to promote him. I don't get paid to promote my link. He's just a friend of mine, and I like to support my friends. Bye bye.